Hi everyone, welcome to the Linfield Women's Soccer Weekly Coaches Report here on the Linfield Sports Network. I'm Joe Stewart. With me as always, head coach Steve Simmons. Coach, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing well. Well, it's hard to believe, but it's already into October and almost halfway through the season. Right now, you guys are at 3-5 overall, but back at 500 in conference play, 2-2 now after last weekend. Obviously, a very long way to go still in the campaign, but now that you've spent over a month of the season with this squad, what are some of the big things you've learned about this team, and where do you think they are as compared to the beginning of the season?
Well, the thing I have learned about them is that they're super competitive, which is, I already knew that, but they're also good learners. Because like I've said before in some of the other interviews, they have learned a lot in a short period of time. And so when I looked at this weekend and the games against UPS and against Lewis and Clark, I could see the progress they made. And they've made a lot of progress. So when we look at playing UPS, last year's conference champions, the manner in which we played them and in which we were aggressive is the way that we want to continue to go forward. You talk to any of the players, they'll tell you, A, we need to finish our chances, so there's some technical finishing pieces, and B, we need to be a little more diligent on defending restarts, corner kicks. Small margins against better teams are going to be the difference. So that is something in our control. So it's not like we were coming from a game going, we don't know what we can do. And then we go on Sunday and turn right back around to play Lewis and Clark. And I'll be honest with you, I thought we were better against UPS. We just got the results against Lewis and Clark. We took advantage of a couple of their mistakes. But you have to. We have to be in positions to take advantage of mistakes. And so, the game on Sunday is always good to get a win, but it was. The girls know this. We have to do better than that. And but when I step back and look at the weekend, there's a ton that we got better at. And so I'm just so excited to play this weekend. And I'm excited to play every weekend with these girls because they're always getting better. They're brave enough to put it out there and know that, you know what, they're going to make mistakes. But every single time they go, they're that much better, and they deserve to have it click at some point. And so, the sooner the better, obviously. But super pleased with the progress.
Definitely. Well, like you said, it was a split this weekend, 2-1 on Saturday against Puget Sound and the 3-0 win against Lewis and Clark on Sunday. Looking at that Puget Sound game, like you said, it was just a terrific match, start to finish, fun to watch. Both teams played really, really, really good soccer. But of course, those last 5 minutes, you guys were right there and just couldn't get it drawn up to force overtime. Was there anything you wish you and your squad had done different tactically at the close of that match to make a difference?
Well, I thought tactically we got it right. So when we were down, we did make the adjustment to be a little more aggressive to goal. The area were areas that we know better. We know that against a Puget Sound, that kind of team, that we have to defend our corner kicks better. And so we're going to use that as a big learning lesson for us. I don't know how close it gets with the ball hitting the post in the last seconds.
That last shot was incredible.
So it is technical finishing, meaning, all right, we're creating the chances, which is the hardest part of the game. All right, let's tap it in, right? Let's finish the job. And so those are the areas that we're going to address. Those are the points that are frustration for the team. And I'm glad they're frustrated because I want them to be frustrated when we don't win. I do. But at the same time, the frustration points are coming from finishing. They're not coming from lack of creating chances, not coming from the fact that we're trying to dominate the ball. Playing UPS on the weekend has been much different. We were the aggressor when we needed to be the aggressor. And, sometimes that's not been the case. So we don't want to be in a situation that we have to survive to win a game. No, I get it. Sometimes you do. And I understand that. But our intention is to be on the front foot, be the aggressor, and then see where it takes us and be smart about it. So I was happy outside of the result for the UPS game. I think Lewis and Clark, hey, when you're not playing as well as you should and you win 3-0, that's also a good sign.
Yeah. Yeah, and looking at that Lewis and Clark game, Kristen Burke contributes scoring in her third straight match now, 2 goals and an assist over the last 3. And then 2 defensive players score as well, Ashley Goldagger with the Olympic goal, and then Taylor Cole there in the 80th minute as well. But Alyssa Backinson, in her first start of the year, keeps a clean sheet. What stood out to you from the sophomore's first performance in goal this year?
Well, I tell you what, the adage of next person up, yeah, that is exactly it. So, we have a large roster, and for a reason, so that you are the next one up and you're ready to go. And so it's just not lip service. We're not just carrying people to carry people. And so with Alyssa coming in and getting the shutout, and the scary part is that there's so many things that she needs to do better.
Right.
And she knows that.
Right.
And
Still,
so,
her second career start.
100%. And so that is kind of what we want to get out of it. And Alyssa was a good role model for us for that. For anybody, when you come on, you got to be hitting the ground running. So what are you doing to prepare yourself? So we need to have our entire roster dialed in. And I was so happy for Alyssa to get the shutout. And I was happy for our back line to get the shutout, because that's an area that we want to improve in. We're scoring goals. We lead the league in scoring goals. But we gotta tighten up that back. And so having a shutout against what I think Lewis and Clark is underrated. I think that team, they're going to win some more games. There's no doubt about it. They're organized. They're clear in their identity. They're tough to beat. So for us to get a result like that was good.
Well, this weekend brings 2 more at home: Whitman on Friday night and then Whitworth on Sunday. Both of those squads have been struggling a little bit this year, off to a 3-12 combined start.
I'm watching video of Whitman and Whitworth, and let me tell you something right now. They're both good, and I say good. I mean, everybody's good enough. Everybody's good enough in this league to get a result. Everybody. So, having said that, both of them are very well coached. Both of them. Mike Washington at Whitman. He was the men's coach at Whitman when I was the coach back here in the day, and he is very, very good. And Bo at Whitworth, they've had it rolling for a number of years, and they're reloading, but they both have clear identities, and both of them can get a result. And so, we're gonna prepare for them like we do with anybody else, the fullest respect. And I want to make sure the girls understand that, because that is a part of championship professional maturity. You have to do that, and you can't just do lip service. We have to train like that. We have to, if you're going to make a run in a national tournament, you have to train like that every day. And so there's no better time than now to do that against whoever the opponent is. So we look forward to to Whitman and Whitworth. For me, that's always fun. I used to coach at Whitworth and have such tremendous respect for those guys up in Spokane. But at the end of the day, it's another opportunity for our girls to grow, and I'm looking forward to it.
That will pretty much do it for us for this week's Women's Soccer Weekly Coaches Report. Remember, the Cats host 2 at home this weekend. Whitman on Friday night at 6 o'clock, and then Whitworth at noon on Sunday. We'll have live coverage for you of those on the Linfield Sports Network, like we do with all home matches all season long. Coach, thanks again for taking the time like you always do.
Hey, thanks, Joe.
We'll see you next time.